The session we are doing is an adapted version of the Bhaktiya Yoga. And the Bhaktiya Yoga is developed by a team of GPs, physiotherapists, yoga therapists, and other professionals that deal with issues of back pain and pain management. They developed this series as a gentle way to help you manage their back pain, or even if you don't have back pain, to help you improve your back health. The idea is that when people have pain in the back and it's due to the muscle, and usually the fascia and the muscles around here that freeze up. And the reason they are in pain is because when you try to move, those muscles don't like to move with the other muscles, so you get pain. So what this series is trying to do is to try to gently bring those muscles back into action and get them to feel comfortable moving and working with the other muscles. And everybody who has done it so far has enjoyed it, and I hope your team will also enjoy it. And please invite everybody who wants to attend, share the link with them freely to register. One announcement I make at the beginning of every session is that for this particular session, there is no wrong way to doing it. You don't have to have any experience with yoga before you start doing it. So nothing is wrong or right. Just do as far as your body allows you to do today. And I say the word today because you find that sometimes parts of your body are more flexible than at other times. So what you're able to do today, you may not be able to do tomorrow. And what you're not able to do today, you may be able to do tomorrow. So don't let that frustrate you if you find someday that you cannot bend or you cannot stretch. But there's not much stretching in this exercise. Very simple movements that try to get the muscle to move. And of course, when the back muscle, when you work on the back, it involves this side and this place. So we're really working on the mid-core, the whole mid-core, front, side, and back. So the adapted version I will do today, we start with the standard Drew activation, do the head movement, and then put in some of my own extensions for the abdominal muscles. Okay. So without wasting much time, let's stand up. And here's your first yoga pose to learn. It's what we call the mountain pose. The name sounds big. It's very simple. Usually when you stand up, your legs tend to point to the side this way. The mountain pose is simply where you start, try to make it point straight forward. And let the feet be hip width apart. They just go down straight from the hips. That's separation. That's the mountain pose. So start the mountain pose. And throughout this session, keep yourself relaxed. My knees should be relaxed. Your ankles, your wrists should be relaxed. And also, if you can set your camera so I can see you, so I can know when to modify the instructions or make corrections, it will help a lot. Okay. So let's start with just simple hand activation. Just start shaking your hands. Shake your hands, and as you start shaking, you feel the arms. This is one part of the body that normally we don't get to exercise a lot, and it gets flabby. So let's start shaking and get them going. You see how easy yoga goes. Let me put on the brighter light. So keep shaking. Let me put on the other light so we can. Okay, now shake up, and then on the out breath, I want you to shake down. Wake up again. On the out breath, you bring down, come again and down, come again and down. Good, let's stop that for a while, and now come to the legs. I hope you can see my leg, and then let's start shaking. Hold on to something. If your balance is not stable today, hold on to a chair or wall or table and start shaking one leg. Shake it. Good. Feel the ankles and the toes shaking, and then start getting up to the knees and swing. Good. Let it go up to the hip and move it around anyhow you feel. Okay, good. Now put that leg down. And go to the other leg. Shift attention to that other leg. Again, start shaking the ankles and the toes. You can put your hand on your hips or let them hang or hold on to something. Anyhow you feel comfortable. Remember, there's no wrong way. Good. Let's swing the knee. Get the knee swinging and roll the hip. And then put it down. Still on the leg, let's do a kind of marking up. As you raise one leg, you tap with the other hand and let the hand go up that way. Let it swing. Swinging it. Now you see how easy yoga is. And people are frightened of yoga. This is yoga. Very easy. Okay, now from there, let's start rolling as if you're scooping something from the ground. Move your legs anyhow you like. Your knees are bending as you scoop and come up and scoop and come up. And now let me swing my arms. I swing them. Swing. Swing. Bring them up to the midsection and swing there. Tap the sides. Under the armpits. Tap. Tap. And now tap the back of the shoulder. Tap the back of the shoulder. Take up to the back of the shoulder. Good. Okay, now let's pause from that and change and do something else. Still activation. Still standing in that mountain pose for a start. Now start pointing across the diagonal. Up there, point there, point there, point there, point there. Good. Pointing across the chest to the diagonal ceiling. Good. Now I'm going to allow my feet to separate a little, so I can start bending down and pointing diagonally across to the floor. Point that direction, point there, and then keep going lower and lower. Keep going lower and lower until you can tap gently on the floor. Just tap the floor on the other side of the leg. Good. And as you tap, you take the hand up and look up on that side. As you tap, you look up. You swing your hand and look up and tap and tap. Remember to soften the knees, allow the knees to bend anyhow they feel comfortable, so you don't feel any strain in this. And you notice as you're doing this already, the back and the mid-core is already involved in the movement, which is what we're trying to do. Now let's start coming up. Start coming up. Start coming up. And good, now let's stand up. Okay, now we're going to do the Earth sequence. The sequence of moves. We'll do it with the breathing. Breathing is very important in all yoga. And this is first time we're going to try and emphasize breathing in our sequence. So put your hands this way. And then let them drop. Your hands this way. Good. And then drop down here. Good. Now as I'm inhaling, I'm bringing the hands up. And time the movement so that the lungs fill up when the hands come up in front of the shoulders. Then you turn the palms to face down, and as you exhale, you're pushing down. And again, time the movement so that the lungs empty when you're down. Then turn and face up again. Inhale in, bring up. Time the movement to go with the breathing. Exhale in, go down. Good. Now let's do something different. As you inhale, take the hands up in front and up above the head. Time it so that the lungs are filled up when the hands get above the head. And as you start exhaling, you drop the hand from the side. Again, time it so that you finish exhaling when the hands come down. Start again. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, push down. Inhaling, push your hands in front and over the head. Feel the lungs when the hands come up. Exhaling, drop them to the sides. Start again, interlace them, and then inhaling, come up. Exhaling, push down. Inhaling, push out and over the head. Exhaling, come down. Now let's do an extension. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling. Now as you exhale, you sit on an air chair, sit on the air as you exhale. And as you inhale, you stand up. And as you exhale, the hands go down. Start again. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, you sit on that imaginary chair when the hand goes down. Bend your knee and sit. And as you inhale, you stand up. And as you exhale, your hands go down. Now let's put the legs apart because we're going to squat next time. So put the legs apart. Hands in position. Good. Okay, as we inhale, we'll come up. And then as you exhale, you go into a half squat. Bring the hand down. Good. And then as you inhale, you come up again and stand. As you exhale, the hands go down. You notice that stand up, you already bring all the muscles here into play. They're all now coming in. So start again. Inhale. Come up. Exhale. Go into a half squat again. And then inhale. Come up. And hands over the head. Exhale. Hands down. I'll take this class up. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Now go to a full squat, as close as you can go to a full squat. And then inhale and come up. Exhale and hands down. When you squat, you can squat on your toes or flat on your feet, whichever you feel comfortable. Do that. Okay, let's start again. Inhale. Exhale. Then inhale the hands and you stand. Exhale and hands go down. One more time before we extend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, let's squat. Inhale, the hands come up and you stand. Exhale, the hands go down. Good. Now we're going to do it sideways. We're going to turn to the right. Let me do left so to mirror with your right. This is right for you. So turn to your right and put the right leg out. Good. Right leg out. Now check the position of the leg so that when you bend, we're going to bend the knee at some point. You want to bend the knee so that the knee comes above the ankle. You don't want to bend it too much. You want it to be just above the ankle. Okay, so start again. Put your hands in the same position. Okay. Keep the knees straight, both of them are straight as you inhale and come up. Then as you exhale and put your hand down, you bend the knee so the knee comes above the ankle. Keep the knee bent as you inhale and take the hands up. And then as you exhale and drop your hands, you straighten that knee. Okay, start again. Inhale. Knees are straight now. Then as you exhale, you bend the right knee. Then as you inhale, you keep the knee bent and take the hands up. Then when you exhale, you drop the hands and straighten the knee. One more time on this side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the right knee, drop your hands. Keep the knee bent as you inhale and take the hands up. And then straighten the knee as you exhale, drop the hands. Let's turn to the other side. Okay? Again, knee the same position, leg same position. The left heel is pointing away. My hands start again here. Good. Inhale, bring the hands up. And then as I exhale, I bend the left knee, push the hands down. Keep the knee bent as I inhale. And then straighten the knee as I exhale. Drop your hands. Start again. Inhale. Come up. Bend the knee as you exhale. Keep the knee bent as you hands up. And then straighten the knee as you exhale. One last time. Inhale. Come up. Exhaling, bend the knee and put the hands down. Keep the knee bent as you take the hands up. And then exhale, drop the hands. Good. Turn back and face the front. With the legs apart, because this time we're going to be leaning forward. Okay. So start again, the hands in position. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, lean forward, not too far for the first time. Then inhaling, take your hands up. Remember to soften the knees so you can feel free. Exhale, you drop the hands. Start again. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend and lean forward. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, hands down. Now let's lean lower this time. Inhale. Exhale, go lower than the last time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down. Now this time, go to the lowest you can go. Some people can touch the floor. Just go as low as you can. Inhale, up. Exhale now. Go to the lowest you can reach. If you can touch the floor, that's good. If not, just go as fast as you can. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend forward, bend from the waist and put the hands down. And now as you inhale, push your hands forward, up in front, up there, up there, up there, and then stand up from there. And hands down and exhale. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend forward. And then push your hands in front and over the head as you stand up on the in-breath. And hands down on the out-breath. Now bring the legs back together into the mountain pose. Okay, now we're going to go through, shake your hands if you feel your hands are a bit, good. Shake yourself out. Good. Okay, now we're going to do energy block release, a sequence of exercises that will release blockages of energy somewhere on the body. Let me stand sideways so that you can see this first one. And it's very simple. I allow myself to go forward, just tip the weight and keep going, rocking myself front and back. Don't allow yourself to fall. Just go as fast as you can. Before you fall, you recall and go back the right direction. Just like a little reed in the wind. The wind is blowing you. Just going front and back like that. It's so easy. And you see the muscles that are gently being brought into action without a lot of strain. You don't have to tie yourself into knots to do yoga. You can do simple things and get the benefit. Now let's move our hips in a circle. Move your hips circle. You can keep your hands anywhere. You can put them on the hips or hanging. Okay, change direction of the circle, change direction of the circle trace. Good, and then let's do figure 8 with the hips. Let's do them in figure 8 movement. Figure 8. Good. Okay, now standing in the mountain pose. Again, I'm still mirroring the hand. So this is your right hand. Take your right hand up. This is my left, so it will be mirror with yours. So take the right hand up. The elbow is relaxed, the wrists are relaxed, and the palm is facing down. And then the left is under. Good. Okay. Now, in this pose, let me zoom in a little so you can see what I'm doing. If my thing will work, I hope you can, zooming in. Why is it not zooming in? Why is it zooming out? Zoom in again. Good. Okay. Yeah. Now, as we inhale, we stretch the right hand up, stretch it to the ceiling. And look, this one is down here, not up here, just down. First, watch just at the hip level, good. Inhale, stretch this up, and then as I exhale, I bend and stretch to the left side. Now, as I inhale, I pretend I'm turning a steering wheel. I turn it like I'm turning a steering wheel. And as I exhale, I change the hands over. And as I inhale, I stretch the left up. And as I exhale, I bend to the side. You notice the whole of this place is stretching. Now, inhale, turn the wheel and bring them over. Inhale and stretch up. Exhale down. Inhale, turn the wheel. Exhale, hands in position. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend over. Inhale as you turn the steering wheel, and exhale, put your hands in position. Inhale and stretch, and exhale and stretch to the other side. Try again. Bend over as you turn the wheel as you inhale. Exhale, hands in position. Then inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, turn the wheel one more side on each side. One more time each side. Exhale, put your hands here. Then inhale, stretch. Exhale, take it over. The last time on the other side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale and bend to the side. Good. Now bring the hands down and take them up this way. So the elbows are at the level of the shoulders. The palms are facing back. Okay. And then my knees are soft and relaxed. My elbows are relaxed now. Now as you inhale, you take your hands up and stretch towards the ceiling. Keep them parallel if you can. Don't let them go out this way. Keep them that way. Inhale. And then as exhale, you bring them back down. Good. Start again. Inhale. Stretch up. Exhale. Bring down. Inhale. Stretch up. This time come up on your toes as you stretch up and touch the ceiling. Exhale, drop the heels and bring the hands down. Inhale, stretch up again to the ceiling, up on your toes. Exhale, heels down and elbows down. Last time, inhale, stretch up to the ceiling, on your toes, feel the lungs. Exhale, come down. And then bring the hands in this way. You can shake out the arms if you feel like that. And I'm going to curl the fingertips together. Fingertips together, facing front. Now inhale. As we exhale, you explode them out to the side. Throw them out. Exhale. Stretch them out. Inhale, bring them in again. And exhale and spread out the fingers and throw everything out. Good. Bring in again, inhaling. And exhale, spread the fingers out and throw everything out. Inhale 2 more times. Exhale. And then the last time, inhale. Bring the hands together. And exhale. Good. Now let's put the hands down here. And start rotating the arms. Very simple thing, rotate the arms, rotation. See what I'm doing? Good, rotate the arms, rotate. And you feel all the muscles up to there come into play as you rotate that way. Now bring them up, keep rotating, good, up to shoulder level. Now we're going to alternate, and when we alternate, I want it to feel like I have something traveling from here, through the elbow, through the chest, over to the other arm, and then back. So I'm going to do one arm, and it travels down, it goes to the other arm. I turn and face the arm that's traveling. And I move my heels. I move my heels in sync with the movement, as if I'm dancing. Good. And you feel that stretch in the arms, up to the upper arms as you rotate and travel, and let the wave travel like a wave through the arm, from the tip of the fingers, through the shoulders, across the chest to the left shoulder, and then to the other finger. Do that a few times. And now, let's bring the hands, we're going to work on the shoulders, bring the tips of the fingers into the collarbone. And the elbows start on the floor, down this way, elbows down initially. Good. Okay, now, as I inhale, I take the elbows up and out to the sides. And as I exhale, I drop them and bring them back here for the next round. Inhale, open, exhale down. Relax the knees so that you feel free to inhale, open, exhale, down. Inhale, open, exhale, down. Now let's change direction. We'll go back first. Inhale, open towards the back, and exhale, come down. When you do that, when you come down, inhale, open. As I come down, I round my shoulders and hunch a little. Good. And I inhale, I straighten. And as I exhale, I round the shoulders. Don't go too low, just a little, rounding up the shoulders. Inhale, and a very little bend in the knees to allow me to round the shoulders. Good. Inhale, and exhale. Now let's close by doing the other direction. One, inhale, the other direction, and exhale, hands down. Let me keep standing sideways to show you the neck movement we're going to do. We're standing sideways. For this movement, we're going to work on the neck. And it goes like this. I'm going to stretch my chin forward horizontally. Then I'll press the chin into the throat. And then come up that way. So watch this. I'm going to first stretch my chin forward. Then press the chin into the throat. Stretching the neck and all the muscles in the neck and the nerves. And then I come up that way. Okay? So join me. Let's go. Stretch your chin forward. Then press the chin into the throat, squeeze the throat, and then come up. Good. Again, let's do it again. Stretch your chin, then squeeze it into the throat, and come up. I feel the sides, the nerves, and the muscles of the neck stretching. Stretch chin forward, squeeze it, pull the back of the neck, stretching, and come up. One more time. Stretch forward, squeeze chin into the throat, and straighten. Good. You feel it in the neck. All the muscles and the nerves there feel exercised. Now, I'm still going to the neck, still mirroring. My left is your right, so you can feel the mirror. We're going to take the right ear, push it as if it's going to touch the shoulder. But the shoulder doesn't move, or the shoulder stays where it is. So, okay, so ready? Inhale, and as you exhale, you push the right ear towards the shoulder. And then inhale and straighten the head up again. Good. Exhale, push towards the left. Inhale and straighten. Exhale towards the right. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale to the right. Now keep it in the right now, and then let your chin roll, the head rolls across the chest to the other side. And then roll back to that starting side. And roll again across the chest to this side. And roll back across the chest that side. One more time, rolling across the chest to the left, and then rolling across the chest to the right. Good. Now we're still standing there, very relaxed, and now I'm going to look over the right shoulder towards the back and feel the stretch. Don't strain too much, just look there, exhale. As you inhale, look front again. And then exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale and look front. Exhale to the right. Inhale, front. And exhale to the left. And front. One more time to the right. Inhale, and last time to the left. Inhale. Good. Now remember, we're still working, most of the emphasis on the mid-core. So we're going to now try to twist and rotate the spine, bringing all the muscles here into play. And the way we're going to do it, standing in that mountain pose, toes are pointing forward, the feet are hip-width apart. I bring up my hands and let them float. Pretend there's something that the supporting the hands is floating. The elbows are relaxed, the knees are relaxed. Good. Now, I take my left hand, I put the tip of the fingers to the tip of the finger of the right hand, and I travel up with the fingers up the arm to the shoulders. I turn to this side. Good, and then I bring it back to the front. Then on the other side, the tip of the right hand travels up the left arm to the side, and then come back. Now let's do it to the breathing. When I go this way, I'm breathing out. When I come back, I'm breathing in. And then the other side, when I go this way, I'm breathing out. When I come back, I'm breathing in. When I go this way, I'm breathing out. When I come back, breathing in. And then breathing out, breathing in. Now let's take the feet apart just slightly. Okay. This time we're going to go to the back, and when we go back this way, so the same thing, the hands are travel. This time I'm going further back, and this heel is leaving the floor to allow me to go back further. And then breathing in, I drop the heel, I come back to the front. Then breathing out, I go that way. The heel leaves the floor as I go further back. Breathing in, we come back. Okay? Now, one more extension we're going to do. When we go to this side, watch this leg. Watch me before you join me. When I go to this side, I turn this leg and let it face that way. And then this heel leaves the floor to allow me to go further back than before. And then breathing in, the leg comes back to the front. Then the other way, the leg turns out, the heel leaves the floor, and the fingers still travel up, and now I can go further back than the last time. And then the legs turn back to the front. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so let's start. Your right is my left, so we'll start on the right. So start this way, and then let's go. Remember, when you go, the fingers travel up the arm as you go. Okay, so let's start this way. Ready? Breathe in. Then as you breathe out, you turn the right leg out, you raise the left heel, and you bend, you turn to the back. Then breathing in, you bring them back to the front. Good, now let's do the other side. Take the left out, right heel up, and you turn back. And then you come back and face the front. Okay? Let's do it again. This time, when you go here, when you get to the maximum, you fold this arm around the middle back. That allows you to rotate more. And then breathing in, you bring the hands back to the front and the leg in front. Okay, let's go to the other side. Breathing out. When I get there, I wrap this arm around the middle back. And then when I breathe in, I let the fingers travel back to the front. Okay, do it a few times. It's a few times. Good. Now let's shake out your arms, move your body anyhow you feel comfortable. Okay, now the next one we're going to do a spinal wave. You put your palms against the middle back so that the tip of the finger is just above the pelvis, but on the back. And then what I'm going to do, watch me, let me show you quickly. I'm going to be bending forward and coming up, but not quite that straightforward. When I bend forward, when I'm coming down, I first push my tailbone in, and I let the wave travel up the spine, and then to a starting position. Okay. So put your hands in position. Okay, first stretch your spine up. Breathe in and stretch up, and then as you breathe out, you bend forward. And as you breathe in, you roll the wave to travel up the spine, starting from the tailbone and coming up until you're standing when the lungs fill up. You breathe out and go forward again. And you breathe in, you start the wave traveling up from the tailbone up the spine. Breathe out. As you breathe in, you travel the wave, you push it up the spine to the top. Now let the legs go apart, so I can go lower. So Breathe in. As you breathe out, you go lower. And as you breathe in, you roll up and come standing. Now you feel that in the back. Breathe out, come forward again. Breathe in, roll up. Now this time, go forward to the maximum you can reach. The maximum you can go forward. Breathe out, the maximum you can go forward. And then breathe in, come up. Breathe out, go to that maximum again. And now hold it there, don't come up this time. And then just bring the hands and let the hands rest on the floor. Adjust your legs so that you feel comfortable in that position. Move your body around anyhow. Make sure you're comfortable. Move it around anyhow you feel comfortable moving. Good. Okay, now swing your arm and your upper body from side to side like a pendulum. Swing it, swing, swing. And then next time you swing to the right, hold it there and then turn the right leg out and turn and face the right side. The hands are on the floor. Check the position of the legs that allow you to put your hands on the floor and feel comfortable in this position. Move your body around to make sure you're comfortable in this position. Move your body around. Good. Now the hands are on the floor for support. As I breathe in, I look up, raise the head and look forward. Then when you breathe out, you drop the head and lean, ease the chest down towards the right thigh as you breathe out. As you breathe in, raise your head again and look forward. And as you breathe out, you drop your head and lean down, easing the chest towards the thigh. Some people can ease it onto the thigh, just go in that direction. Breathe in, head up again. Breathe out, lean forward again. Good, now turn back to the front. Back to the front and again swing from side to side. Side to side. And then the next time you swing to the left, you turn to the left. Turn the left leg out and turn and face the left leg. The hands are on the floor for support. Move your body around to make sure you're comfortable. Move it around. Comfortable. Good. Now, as you inhale, raise your head and look forward. As you exhale, drop your head and lean your tummy and chest towards the thigh. Inhale, head up again, look forward. Exhale, head down and lean, ease your chest down. One more time, inhale, head up and look forward. Exhale, head down and ease your chest down. Come back to the front. Come back to the front, the hands are still on the floor. Now inhale, keeping the hands down as you inhale, you squat and raise your head up and look front as you inhale. Squatting, head up, hands on the floor for support. Good. Exhaling, you put your head down and lift your hips up. Inhaling, you raise your head and squat again. Exhaling, head down. Inhaling, you squat again. This time, if you're comfortable, raise your hands up and wave. Good. Exhaling, put your hands down and head down. Inhaling, the hands come up again. Exhaling, the hands come down. Now hold the head down now and then start inhaling and coming up slowly to a standing position. Come up to a standing position. My camera is not seeing me again. So let's go. Now it's seeing me, moving with me again. Okay, that's good. Excellent. Now, what we've done so far is called the energy block release. We now want to go into more structured yoga poses. And we're going to start with the tree pose. Let's keep the tree pose today. We'll reserve the tree pose for next time. Let's sit down. Let's sit down and work on the abs. Sit and put your legs out in front. Adjust your camera so I can see. If you can adjust your camera so I can see you. I hope you can see me. Can you see me? When you zoom in. If my camera will respond today, I'm trying to zoom in. Okay, that's good. You can see me. You can see my legs. That's good. Okay. Now, this pose is going to work on the abs and the side. It's very effective for the abdominal muscles. Now, watch my hand. I'm going to put my hands against my hips with the fingers pointing down the legs. Hands there. And then I'll lean down on my elbows. Okay? Okay, are you comfortable? Okay, check again. The hands are here against the hips and then the elbows are down. Now, check if you're comfortable, if your back is comfortable in this pose. Thumbs up if your back is okay. Good, everybody's fine. Okay, that's fine. But don't go too far, don't go down this way. I want you to stay, let this be up. So move your back, move your hands a little more behind. Move your back behind. Good, so you're comfortable. Okay. Now, remember I said for each pose, do as far as your body allows you. And one thing I forgot to announce at the beginning, which I'm going to announce now, give yourself permission to skip any pose you don't feel comfortable in and join us in the next one. This is a very strong one, so you may find that you may need to bring your leg down before we say come down. If you feel tense, just bring your leg down, take a few deep breaths and come up again and join us. But don't feel that you have to hold as long as the rest of us are holding. Okay, take your right leg up so that the toes are about the same height as your head. So let it come up so the toes are just the same height at the top of your head. Okay? Both elbows are behind on the floor supporting you. Elbows are behind supporting you, and the toes are up the height of the leg. Okay. Okay, now bring that down. Let's get ready. And do that with the left leg. Take the left leg up. So the toes are just the height, just above the head, or about the height of the top of the head. And bring it down. Okay, try to keep your head up. Don't drop the head back. Keep it up so that you're relaxed. Okay. Now let's start again. This time take the right leg up. Now watch the distance between the heel and the floor and put the left leg halfway between the heel and the floor. Hold it there. Hold it there. And gently drop the legs. Good. Now take the left leg up to that height. The tip of the toes are about the height of the head. And then bring the right leg halfway between the heel and the floor. And let's come down. Now if your back is complaining, then try doing it with lying on your back. Try doing it lying on your back. If your back is complaining in that, okay, lying on the back, the same thing. Take your right leg up and then bring the legs halfway between the right and the floor. And then drop. Then take the left up and then bring the right halfway between the left and the floor. And drop. But that's if your back is complaining when you put the elbows down this way. And you feel it's very strong on the abdominal muscles. Okay, let's sit up. Okay, enough of that. Sit up. Okay, anybody feel it stretch in the abs? Show me your thumb if you feel it in the abs. Almost everybody. Good. Okay. Let's now lie on the bend your knees first so that the feet are flat this way. And then gently lie down with the knees up and the feet flat. Okay, now bring your knees up and hug them and ease the thighs gently onto the tummy. Ease the thighs, the tummy. Move your knees from side to side to massage the lower back and ease any tension you may have there from the stretch so far. Still massaging the back, move front and back, move the knee up and down, and move the knee in a circle to massage the lower back, and move in the other direction. And then put the legs down. Good. Okay. Now we are still going, watch my hands, the tip of the fingers are together, and then I bring them on top of the tummy, just above the pelvis, and the elbows are down. Okay. This is to guide me. Now with the hands there, I'm going to push the tailbone up, just the tailbone there. Just push it off the floor. As I inhale, and as I exhale, I push the tailbone back down, flatten it. As I inhale, I push the tailbone up, just the tailbone just there. And as I exhale, I bring it down. Now that we see what we want to do, let's put the palms flat and do the same thing. Inhaling, push the tailbone up, which means we have to flatten the small of the back. And as I exhale, the tailbone comes down. Okay, again, inhale, the tailbone comes up, and this time let it go a little higher and take the lowest part of the spine up with it. And as I exhale, I let the spine down like a chain, slowly rolling back down until the tailbone comes down. Start again, inhale, the tailbone comes up and takes the spine, more of it, up. And I exhale, and the spine is rolled back down like a chain. Start again, inhaling, the tailbone comes up first and then keeps going up to take more of the spine with it. And then I start coming down as I exhale, bringing the chain of the spine slowly down in reverse order until the tailbone comes back last. One more time, inhale, take the tailbone up and let it down, go up the highest it can go, taking the spine to the highest you can go. Hold it there. This pose is called the bridge. Now keep breathing in and out. Breathe in and out, in and out. And then gently unwind the chain of the spine, coming down one vertebra at a time until the tailbone comes down. Good. Now open the arms out with the palms facing the ceiling. And then move the knees from side to side. Move the knees from side to side. From side to side. Good. And now the next time the knees come to the right side, hold it there. Hold it on the right side. Let it stay there. And now start easing that right knee towards the floor. Go as close to the floor as you can. Some people can get the right knee to touch the floor, but just go as far as your right knee can go. And hold it there and start breathing. Turn your head down and look at the left hand. And now feel the stretch in the left side of the back. Feel that stretch and use your breathing to relax into that stretch. Keep breathing while looking at the left hand. And the right knee has gone as close to the floor as it can. And you're breathing. Good. Now bring the knees back up and your head facing the ceiling again. And rock the knee again from side to side. Rock the knee from side to side. And then the next time it comes to the left, hold it there. Hold it on the left side. And then start easing it towards the floor, as close as you can get it to the floor. And turn your head and look at the right hand. And then relax into that stretch on the right side of the back. Use your breathing to relax into it. Now bring the legs back up to the center. Good. Now let's rest again. Bring the knees into the chest. Hug the knees. Ease the thighs close to the tummy. And roll from side to side to massage your back. And get rid of any tension from all this stretching we've done. Roll it side to side, circle the knees, and then put the knees back down. Good. Now let's do one that will work on the abs again. We're going to work on the abs again. The palms are down beside the legs, beside the body. And now the small of the back, let's flatten that small of the back, that mid back that is not touching. Let's flatten it and make sure it touches the floor. And then with that touching the floor throughout, lift your right leg just about 1 inch off the floor and hold it there for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the right leg. Good. Now let's shift attention to the left side. We start by flattening the small of the back, let it touch the floor completely, and then lift the left leg about 1 inch and hold it there, the same count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the left leg. Good. Now we're going to do a different version of it with movement. So flatten the small of the back, let it flatten on the floor, then take the right leg 1 inch off the floor, keep it at that height, and keep the back touching the floor as you now start extending the right leg slowly. Extending it slowly, keeping it at that height, slowly, until it is fully extended, and then you drop it to the floor. Good. Bring the right leg in. Let's do it on the left side. So we start by flattening the back, and then lift the left leg 1 inch, keep it at that height, and the back touching the floor all the time as you start extending the left leg. Slowly. Keep going very slowly. The back is touching all the time until you're fully extended and you drop. Good. Bring it in. Now on the other side, let's do it one more time, the right and the left. Flatten the back, lift the right leg up 1 inch, keep it at that distance and keep the back touching as you extend the right leg. Keep going until it is fully extended and drop. Bring it in. Attention to the left. Flatten the back, left 1 inch up, and then extend slowly. Slowly until it is fully extended and drop. Good. Now let's do a few simple things on the tummy. So sit up, come up, and then we're going to lie on the tummy. Some people find it easier to put a small cushion or folded blanket on the tummy when you lie on the tummy, but it's not necessary. If you can lie on the tummy, that's fine. If not, if you have a blanket to fold and put here, that's also acceptable. So let's see if you can lie on the tummy without any blanket or cushion. If you can, that's good. If not, see if you have a little cushion or blanket you can fold and put down there. Okay. So this way you can find it easier to lie when they put this under them. Okay, let me leave this on. Okay, we're going to do some backward bending that will work on the back. have your head up and look at me what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to put my hand like a pillow and put the forehead on that pillow. And then I'm going to take the right leg. First, notice that the toes are pointing away to start. Then I'm going to take the right leg and put the toes down this way and then drop the knee. I'm going to be stretching the leg and dropping the knee, thereby gentle stretching of the back up to there. Then I'll change over and do on the other side. So put one palm on top of the other and put the forehead on that pillow. Then take your right leg up and put the toes down, then drop the knee. Then as you inhale, you stretch that right knee off the floor, and as you exhale, you drop it to the floor. Inhale, stretch right knee off the floor again. Exhale, drop it. Inhale, stretch off, and exhale and drop. Now extend the right toes away and then change the left and put the toes of the left to the floor and drop the knee. Inhaling, straight knee off. Exhaling, drop the knee. Inhaling, stretch the knee. Exhaling, drop. One more time, inhaling, stretch the left knee, and exhale, drop. And now both toes are pointing away, both legs, the toes are pointing away. And now we're going to do the Sphinx. Still lying on the tummy, I'm going to put my hands in front that way. Hands in front, and the forehead on the floor. Put your forehead down. Now as you inhale, you raise your head up, and your elbows leave the floor a little, and you stretch the spine. The lungs fill up. And then as you start exhaling, you start lowering the chest, the elbows back to the floor, and the forehead back to the floor. Inhaling, raise your head again. Stretch your spine, stretch your elbows, and inhale, fill the lungs. Then as you start breathing out, you time it with the lowering of the chest, the elbows, and the forehead. One more time, inhale, head up. Elbows leave the floor, and you stretch, lengthen the spine as you fill the lungs. Exhaling, you drop everything. Now bring the hands in so that they're just ahead in front of the head, and the elbows are now to the sides. Okay, now inhale, take your head up, keep the elbows on the floor as you stretch your spine. And as you exhale, you lower the chest and back to the forehead. Inhale, head up again, chest up. Exhale, chest down and head down. Now bring the hands in now so that the thumbs are at the level of the ears. And down by the side of the head, and the elbows are down by the sides. The palms are down by the side of the head, the ears are at the level of the ears. We're now going to do the Sphinx. Okay, as you start breathing in, you raise your head, the head takes the neck and takes the chest, and the elbows roll in. Watch, I roll my shoulders in, my elbows in so that the elbows come under the shoulders. And the lungs fill up as I stretch the spine. And then when I start breathing out, I roll the elbows out of the way for the chest to come down. Inhaling again, head up, roll the chest in under the shoulders, and stretch the spine as the lungs fill up. And as you breathe out, you roll the elbows out of the way. Come again, inhale, head up, chest up, and roll the shoulders, the elbows in under the shoulders. Now you're like a Sphinx. And when I exhale, I roll them out, and the chest comes down. Okay, let's do it. Now that you see what I'm doing, let's do it 2 times. Okay, inhale, head up, chest up, and then roll your elbows in to come under the shoulders. So you're now like a Sphinx. Good, and then as you exhale, You roll the elbows out of the way and let the chest come down. One last time. Inhale, head up, bring the elbows in under the shoulders. Now hold it there and breathe in and out. Hold it in that pose. Keep stretching the spine as you inhale in and out and in and out. And then when you start breathing out, you roll the elbows out of the way for the chest to come down. Good. Now bring your hands under you and push up on all fours. Adjust your hands and knees so that the wrists come under the shoulders and the knees come under the hip. So adjust your position to be in that pose. That position, good. Now we're going to do the cat stretch. As the name implies, we're going to stretch like a cat. In the neutral position, my back is slightly sagging, my head is up. That's the neutral position. Inhale. As I exhale, I pull the middle of the back up towards the ceiling. I drop my head and I round my shoulders and I push my tailbone in like a cat. I stretch, exhaling. Inhaling, you come back to the neutral position with a little sag in the middle of the back and the head up. Exhaling, you stretch up again, middle of the back going towards the ceiling, head drops, shoulders rounded and tailbone tucking in. Inhaling, come back to neutral position. Exhale in, come back into the cat stretch, middle of the back up, elbows rounded, forehead down, and then move your body around, which way, this way and that way, move it around, front and back, and then push your hips back over the legs and go down. The forehead coming down. And this is called the extended child pose. You want the forehead down, the hips are over the legs. You want a position where the back is not doing anything. The back is very neutral, not supporting anything. Some people may find it more comfortable to fold the palms and put the forehead on the palm. Or you may find it more comfortable to open the knees and let the body come down between the knees. You may find it okay to open the knees, let the body come down between the knees. Some people may find it more comfortable to put a folded blanket or a cushion there. But just go in that position, put the forehead down, anyway. But you want a position where the back is neutral and not supporting anything. It's just resting. Hold it there and keep breathing. Good, and now we can head up and go into the relaxation, the final relaxation. We need to relax after all this stretching. Now the normal position for relaxation is called a corpse pose, where you lie on your back. I'll show you before you join me. The corpse pose is where you lie on your back with your feet a comfortable distance apart and your palms are facing the ceiling, a comfortable distance from the body. But try that. Some people find it more comfortable to put the legs down this way while lying down. Some people find it more relaxing. Others find it more relaxing to have a folded blanket or a pillow in the small of the back this way. So see which one works best for you. I will sit down so I can direct the relaxation. So lie in your comfortable position on your back or on the side with your legs stretched out or your knees up this way. So lie down, find a position you can relax in for about 8 to 10 minutes. You can put the legs up, you can straighten the legs. Good. And depending on where you are, if it's a little cold there, you may consider a light blanket covering you, because whenever you relax, your body temperature tends to drop. So you may find a light blanket will be useful. I'm going to cover myself when I'm sitting down. Okay, I'm sitting down because I'll be directing the lesson, but you may choose to lie down. It may be easier for you to lie on your back, either with your legs stretched out or your legs bent. Find the position that works best for you and lie in that position. Okay. You ready? If you prefer, you can sit down. You can also lie on your side or on your tummy. Just find the position that works best for you. And now that you are lying down, allow your eyes to close gently. Allow your eyes to close gently and listen to me as we scan the body. Starting from the toe, we're going to travel all over the body mentally. Start from the toes, and then go over the feet to the ankles. Then up the legs to the knees. Continue up to the thighs and to the hips. When you get to the hips, move your attention to the buttocks and then wrap around to the lower abdomen. Go over the tummy to the upper abdomen and then come and focus on the navel. From there, wrap around to the lower back and close in from both sides to the middle. Then take the attention to the tip of the tailbone and go up the spine from there. Slowly, one vertebra at a time, over the middle back to the upper back. Now focus on the shoulder blades. Then go sideways into the armpits, down the sides, up the rib cage to the chest, closing from both sides to the middle. Then go up the middle to the points between the breasts, sideways onto the breasts, up to the shoulders, down the upper arms to the elbows, down the lower arms to the wrists, over the palms to the fingers, round the tips to the back of the hands. Come up the arms to the shoulders and then to the back of the neck. Wrap around to the throat, over the chin, the jaws and the lips to the cheeks. Come to the tip of the nose, over the bridge of the nose to the eyes. Check the eyeballs, check your eyelids, and check the eyebrows. Now go over the forehead to the top of the head. And at this point, the body is totally relaxed. And we bring the attention now to the breathing. As we breathe in and out, feel the contact that the breathing makes with the lining of the nostrils. Use that to concentrate on the breathing by just following that contact with the nostrils. Now, as you continue to breathe in, notice that the breathing has become relaxed and calm. And when the breathing calms down, it takes the mind with it, so the mind becomes calm. And let's move the attention to the pelvis, to the tip of the tailbone. And as you breathe in, travel up the spine from there to the top of the head. And as you breathe out, travel down the front, over the nose, navel, back to the pelvis. The next in-breath starts with the attention going up the spine, and the out-breath you go down the front. I'll keep quiet and allow you to go like that in that cyclic sequence, going up the back and down the front. Now on the next out breath, let's move attention to the right leg. Breathing out from the hip to the toes, and breathing in from the toes to the hip. With the next out breath, let's move to the left leg. Out from the hip to the toes, in from the toes to the hip. The next out breath will move to the right arm. Shoulder to fingers on the out breath. Fingers to shoulder on the in breath. Next out breath, left arm. Shoulder to fingers out. Fingers to shoulders on the in breath. Now bring the attention to the chest and become aware of the gentle movement of the chest with the breathing, rising slightly when you breathe in and falling when you breathe out. Now move the attention to the shoulders and go down to the elbows, continue down to the wrists, over the palms, to the fingers. Gently wiggle your fingers, gently wiggle your toes, the eyes remain closed. Allow the arms and the legs to move, allow the mid-core to move slowly. The eyes are still closed and very gently allowing the body to start moving around. Then stretch your hands over your head and give your body a very gentle stretch. Roll onto the right side, allow the knees to bend, the eyes are still closed. As you push up to a sitting position, find whatever position you can sit comfortably, whether the legs are stretched out or crossed or even sitting on a chair is fine. Or just sit quietly for a while with the eyes still closed. And as you sit there, mentally observe how relaxed your body is and how calm your mind is. And make an affirmation to yourself that when you need to relax, you have control to bring yourself to this level of relaxation. Tell yourself you can do it whenever you need to. With that affirmation, let's put the palms over the face Fingers in the hairline, stroke the face, fingers down the face. And as they pass the eyes, allow the eyes to open to end the session. Om Shanti.